Increased visitor arrivals, targeted marketing, more benefits for workers, and advancements in the entertainment sector. The Ministry of Tourism and Entertainment in 2013. Using market diversification and new airlift agreements, government created new avenues to boost Jamaica's tourism returns in 2013. Starting New Year's Day, Russia's Transair Airlines began operating regular charter flights to Jamaica. Air Canada Rouge also made its debut and is now flying between Toronto and Kingston and to Montego Bay.
We see the arrival of Rouge in Kingston as an opportunity to introduce more Canadians to the unique and often unexplored pleasures of our capital city and Port Antonio, Jamaica's most eco-friendly town.
Flights out of Sweden started in November and from the Czech Republic in December. Existing airlines also increased the flights to the island in 2013. Virgin Atlantic added a third weekly flight from the United Kingdom to Montego Bay, and British Airways announced the plans to add a fourth weekly flight from Gatwick, London into Kingston starting April 2014. The Tourism Ministry's strong marketing campaign also generated new cruise ship arrivals last year. The 2,700-passenger vessel Disney Wonder cruise ship first called at the Falmouth Pier in late 2013 and returned 4 more times within the year. To maintain those developments, Cabinet waived the visa requirements for some Eastern European nationals. The waiver applies to nationals of Russia, the Czech Republic, Hungary, Poland, Slovakia, and the Ukraine who are visiting Jamaica for the purposes of tourism and cultural exchange for a period of 30 days or less. By the end of 2013 and the start of the winter tourist season, some 2 million visitors had vacationed in Jamaica, marking the highest number of stopover arrivals in 1 year. They helped create the fiscal space to generate new jobs and grow the economy. The tourism landscape was also expanded and upgraded in the last calendar year. Among the new developments was the start of construction on a 130-room Marriott Business Hotel in New Kingston, set to open in 2015.
We want to broaden the visitor experience in Kingston in a way that best represents and positions it as the cultural capital of the Caribbean.
Meanwhile, the Braco Hotel in Trelawney was upgraded and got new operators under a management agreement drafted by the property's owner, the National Insurance Fund. Europe's third largest hotel chain, Melia Hotels International, will operate Braco for the next 15 years, bringing 400 more jobs for Jamaicans. Refurbishing and upgrading of Ocherias also began in the year, with $400 million in financing from the Tourism Enhancement Fund. That work is to be completed early in 2014. The TEF also granted $400 million for the installation of lighting along the Elegant Corridor, a section of the North Coast Highway in Montego Bay.
It's a place where we have a lot of accidents. And if you notice, when you paint the medians, the dust blow back on the medians, so they get dark again. So we figure it's a good project, because tourists and so forth, they use it. It's a corridor for tourism.
Meanwhile, the first in a series of 7 agritourism farmers markets kicked off in October to ensure a greater supply of local produce to hoteliers. And in support of government's strategy for improved safety and security, the TEF gave the Jamaica Constabulary Force more than $100 million worth of vehicles for crime-fighting strategies on land and at sea. Another safety issue was addressed when the ministry introduced short-term measures regulating the operations of personal watercrafts, including jet skis.
There's a reality that people's economic livelihood as legitimate commercial jet ski operators has to be protected. We have therefore to look at the balance.
The new regulations included a 6-month suspension on the importation of jet skis for commercial purposes. Sticking to the government's mandate of enhancing the country's competitiveness to drive job creation and economic growth, the Jamaica Tourist Board introduced its new advertising campaign, Jamaica Get All Right, in November. The campaign was launched in New York with what was considered the world's largest stress ball mounted in Times Square. Earlier in the year, the Tourism Ministry capitalized on a popular Volkswagen Super Bowl commercial featuring characters speaking in Jamaican dialect. The lead actor, Eric Nicolaisen, was invited to the island where the JTB organized a series of promotional activities. In the calendar year that was, the Tourism Ministry embarked on several programs to enhance the lives of workers within the sector. It's part of a wider strategy to improve human capital development nationally. A language skills training program was initiated to train 300 tourism workers in Russian and Spanish communication skills and culture. Meanwhile,
of the approximately 36,000 workers in the accommodation sector, approximately 30,000 will retire without a pension.
as government moves to change that, a draft pension plan was completed and agreed on by tourism stakeholders. The pension scheme is scheduled to be in place by year-end. In the last calendar year, exciting strategies unfurled to integrate entertainment into the economy. An entertainment registry was established to certify and register local entertainment practitioners. It serves as an information hub and addresses the informality which the ministry believes has limited the economic development of the sector.
It also solves some issues that we have as it relates to the travel of entertainers, in particular within CARICOM, under the Treaty of Chaguaramas, where the major reason for non-admittance is the lack of knowledge that they are actually entertainers.
And as consultations continued on proposed amendments to the Noise Abatement Act, the ministry announced plans to establish parish committees to deal with the extension of entertainment permits. Contracts, meanwhile, were brokered between local artists and international record labels following the ministry's Arts in the Park initiative.
We will continue to push our reggae music and to push our artists across not only Jamaica, but across the globe.
In 2013, tourism strengthened brand Jamaica, so much so that the country received the Baxter Travel Awards for the top tourist board and the top honeymoon destination. At the same time, the entertainment industry got structure, further cementing its role as a major economic contributor. The Ministry of Tourism and Entertainment continues to improve the two sectors while supporting the government's strategic priorities. See what else is being done at mot.gov.jm.